Yo, imagine this. You're meeting with someone new and it goes like this. Hey, how's it going, man? Good, good. How about you? Great, just great. Yeah. Is it just me or are most of our conversations just like that? Don't worry, in this video I'll show you how to avoid exactly this kind of situations so that you can have a better social life. I have prepared for you 10 conversation starters, and if you stay until the end of the video, I will show you how to use them in a more natural way. Enough talking already? Let's begin. Remind me not to do this again. Anyways, here is the first conversation starter. Tell me about something that caught your interest recently. Here is why I like it so much. Most of us are afraid that our interests are boring for the other person, and this creates that fear to share them. And when you ask that question, you just give a permission to the other person to share their interests freely. And believe me, they will be so thankful for that. Wait, what's that? Oh shit! Damn! I heard someone screaming and I hope they're okay. Anyways, let's go to number 2. Working on anything exciting lately? This is like the upgraded version of what's up. Because, let's be honest here, whenever someone asks us what's up, we almost never say what's actually up. Am I right? You just default to answering with nothing much. Like some kind of a robot with a script. And everybody is like that. But you will break the pattern by asking, working on anything exciting lately? With no more default answers, you can actually have a real conversation. It invites the other person to tell you something that they actually want to share. If they want to talk about their new embarrassing hobby, they can. If they want to talk about their boring job, they can. And if they want to talk about the renovations in their new apartment, they absolutely can. And speaking of things that we're excited to work on, look at that bomb that I made watching a YouTube tutorial. I hope it doesn't explode. Man, I'm so glad this bomb didn't deal any damage. Huh. But if you think about it, now I have to find a new YouTube tutorial. Anyways, the next conversation starter is, what was the highlight of your day? We have all been there, asking someone, how was your day? And they just give us some quick, boring update with no real story. But with this conversation starter, we invite the other person to share what's their favorite part of the day. And you can ask the same thing about their week, their month, and even their year. Moving to number 4. How was your weekend? Weekends are usually when the fun stuff happens. And believe me, everybody wants to talk about it, unless they had a really bad weekend. I'm sorry, John, I shouldn't have asked. Before we continue, remember to write down what's your favorite conversation starter. And it doesn't have to be one of mine. Okay, bye. You can prompt the other person to open up more by asking them, hey, what's your story? We all have a narrative about ourselves, and most of us will be more than happy to share it. This question can also lead the conversation in so many ways where you can get to know the other person on a deeper level. Wait, huh? Yo, what's up? Listen carefully, man. Here is what you're going to do. I want you to ask them about something that they're holding or doing or that they have, depending on the context. For example, how is that drink? Or how did you do that backflip? Or even, what's the story behind that tattoo? These are very easy openers and you can use them absolutely anywhere, anytime. You got that? Yeah, man, I got it. But right now I'm recording a video and I really can't talk right now. So, yeah, talk to you later. One thing you can always do is ask them about the current context. It can be about the place you're in, or the time, or God forbid, the weather. Here is an example. Damn, that's a really nice place. Have you been here before? Or even, is it always that busy in the afternoon? You can ask them for recommendations. Hey, have you been to a good restaurant nearby? Or, I'm looking for something fun to do. Do you have any suggestions for a bar or an activity? This question can give you a really good idea about what to do, and if the other person actually gives you a recommendation, this means that they have actually done this before and you can ask them about how it went. Moving to number 9. Sometimes when we talk with someone, they might seem disinterested. And this can be because they have something on their mind. Instead of ignoring that or assuming that you're boring, you can just ask them, hey, has this been a busy time for you? By bringing up their disengagement, you're giving them a permission to tell you exactly what's on their mind. And this way, they can be way more engaged into the conversation. Let's move to number 10. This one is really easy. Just ask them, what are you doing this weekend? If they have already planned something, trust me, they will be so excited to share it. And who knows, if you're lucky, they might even invite you. Now, as I promised, I'm giving you a way to make these questions feel more natural because you stayed until the end. Thank you so much, by the way. You're a cool guy. It can feel totally random to ask any of these questions out of the blue, and I get this. So you need a way to make a transition before that. Here are a few examples. Here is a fun question. What was the highlight of your day? Hey, I was wondering, what's the story behind your tattoo? Hey, the other day a person asked me this question, and I found it interesting. So, what's your story? Oh, hey, quick question. Have you been to a good restaurant nearby? So, the next one can work if you're stuck somewhere with someone, let's say on a plane or a bus drive home across the country for 8 hours straight. You can say something like, Huh, we are going to be here for a while. I'm curious. What's your deal? You can just add some kind of an intro to your conversation starters so they can feel much more natural. Now, I want you to use these conversation starters wisely and go out there and make some new friends, bro. But wait, before you close this video, I have to do what basically every YouTuber does in his videos and ask you to like and subscribe. Bye!